all have worksheets, and I want you to kind of look at the worksheets, but just put them to the side for now. We're going to worry about those later. Now in front of you, there's the numbers 1, 2, and 3. These are going to represent 3 different groups, so we're going to organize all these different objects in front of you. Now I want you to look at this Capri Sun. Inside, I want you to think about what's inside the Capri Sun, not the plastic that's in it. Or around it. I want you to think about what's inside of it. I want you to look at this rainbow cube. Notice the rainbow cube. And finally, I want you to really notice this plastic container and think about what's inside the container, not the actual container. So we're going to think about, I'm going to name some characteristics, and I want you to pick any objects that have those characteristics and put them at group 1. And I want you to look at anything that has an exact shape, is kind of heavy, and if I put it in my hand, it's going to stay in my hand and not fall out. And think about what's inside the containers if it's in a container. Go ahead.
This one's heavy.
Yeah.
I think it's this one, maybe.
Oh no, maybe that one.
I think that one works.
This one's gonna stand
Yeah,
out.
I think that
Yeah.
one works.
Alright, good job. Now we're going to go to number 2, and I want you to look what's inside the containers and think of anything that's runny, is wet, and it's wavy. And if I put it in my hand, it's not going to stay in my hand.
Ooh, this
That
one.
one looks like it moves around.
This one
Yeah,
jiggles.
lazy.
Oh,
This one
yeah, that's a
jiggles.
number 2.
It's a number 2.
Alright, and finally we're going to look at number 3. Think about what's inside the containers. If it's invisible, it's not heavy, and it doesn't smell, it better go to group number 3 at yellow.
It's gotta be
This
these
one's
ones.
not happy.
I think it's this one.
Stupid.
Alright guys, now I want everybody to look at group number 1. You guys did an awesome job. You picked this cube. This cube is heavy, it stays in my hand, it keeps its shape, which means it's a solid. So everything at group number 1, you guys have done a good job, is it's solid. Now group number 2, you picked this Capri Sun. Inside the Capri Sun is the juice, which is a good job, guys. That's what you were supposed to think about. This is a liquid, which is what everything at group 2 was, a liquid. And finally, number 3, you picked this Rubbermaid container. Inside of it is what?
Yeah.
Air, which is a gas. So you guys did an awesome job. Good job, guys.